Ladies, gentlemen, happy Friday. We are here with our three co-managers of the Jolly Jokers fantasy football team, here for the Fantasy Football for Charity with a bunch of flow projects, community projects, other PFPs. And as you can see, we are on the clock. 3 minutes a pick. I am hoping that does not stay, but actually, no. Okay, that is not that. Dumbo has paused it as we do wait for it. Looks like numbers 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 7 out of 12 are not here. So if you had the over for number of pauses at a half, take a drink.
Family-friendly show, right?
Yeah. How's everyone doing? Let's do some quick introductions. We're going to have people kind of coming in and chat too. Can obviously come join and watch and such. And hopefully the other teams won't be watching this. We'll see.
We're gonna be like the Steelers, They know we're running the ball. We're just gonna run it right down their throats. They got to stop us.
Yeah, I have done probably about 30 of these streams, predominantly with best ball, and more often than not, the people in our lobby are people that are in chat. So we've gotten pretty good at how do we kind of throw them off our scent. Now, for the most part, it doesn't matter. You could literally tell them who you want, and they're going to call you an idiot and draft someone else. So for the most part, I think, we'll leverage the queue. We'll do last minute things, but we'll probably be good.
Okay. The CMC or bust.
We will see how. All right. So I know we were looking. So it's interesting. Their actual, if you click rank, it goes by QB, which is just ridiculous. Their X rank is what I assume most people will have. So that's what we can kind of go off. And then we also have Yahoo ADP. But in general, that's just going to match what the X rank is. And quick refresher. So structure is going to be 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 2 flex. Oh, and it actually says kicker and defense here. So maybe there actually is a kicker defense.
Oh, they're adding that.
I didn't think there was when we looked at the
settings there wasn't.
Earlier.
There wasn't.
That changes everything. We're screwed. We are screwed.
There goes all our prep.
To be honest, the real strategy is just still don't draft a kicker and defense and wait 2 weeks and then grab one right before and instead grab an extra running back or maybe an injury happens this weekend. Yeah.
Stream a defense off the waiver.
Yeah.
I love picking up defenses just matchup by matchup. Also, it gives you something to do every week.
So how did they randomize the draft order?
So Wednesday night we had the Twitter Spaces where each project kind of went on, talked about their charity for a couple of minutes, did a quick little intro, and then at the end of that, I think they just used like an RNG online, and either that or they were like, "Hey, we feel at the Jolly Joker, we're just gonna put the draft order in the place we think people finish," and so I think that could have been it too.
It feels unfair, man.
It does. I was expecting number 12, and we were going to have to go with the 0 RB and just shove it in all your guys' faces. And
it's amazing to think of how different the team would have turned out if we would have gotten even 4th, 8th, 12th. The strategy would have been completely different.
I mean, I just put a tweet up earlier today that I think for home leagues, the best strategy this year really is if you can't get CMC or JT, take a wide receiver and then probably grab one of those second round running backs. Let's see who's falling to the second round here.
Najee, maybe.
Yeah, Aaron Jones, DeAndre Swift, Saquon Barkley, Leonard Fournette. There's just a lot of strong that you could even go back to back in the third if Javonte falls there.
Yeah.
All right, we're starting after this pause. So minute 20, and we can take our boy. Any last minute hesitation on CMC?
Not at all.
I mean, I put this hat on and now I'm really second guessing it, but I got to hedge my bets because it's JT in my heart, but it's going to be CMC in my soul.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Like when you actually do like weekly projections, CMC's average projection is going to still be about 3 to 4 points higher than what JT did last year as the number one running back. Like the gap really is that large from a healthy CMC.
It's nuts. And matchup doesn't matter.
Man, he's only projected 7.6 touchdowns. That's crazy.
It just doesn't make sense. Wonder who's also projected for 7.6 touchdowns. Let's see. Okay, well, to be fair, that's rushing touchdowns. He gets another 3.8 in the air.
He's going to have that in the first game.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, they're saying JT for 16. So JT was interesting as he had 83 red zone rushes last year, which I think second highest was like mid 40s, like just unreal usage. All right, I think it's ready. You ready?
All right.
We're ready.
We're on the clock, boys. Here we go.
Who are we picking? Tell me it.
We got to take Christian McCaffrey
CMC,
of
baby.
the Carolina Panthers.
Ride or die.
Locked it in.
Oh, no, he's got a week 13 bye. Can we undo it? Who's drafting second?
Who else has that week 13 bye?
I should have made him pay for this.
I mean, he's not going to get – he's getting at best the second best player. All right. Jonathan Taylor goes. No surprise there. You guys able to see it well? I'm trying to think if there's a way for me to optimize the screen any better, or I guess I could do a draft board. This will work.
Main screen's
There we
pretty
go.
small.
Until we get back.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Okay. And we've got enough time in between and such, so.
There we go.
How many
Pile-
49er fans are panicking today after watching that struggle bus?
I don't know why they'd be surprised, to be honest.
I'm a 49er fan in my heart, but my soul jumped off the ship last night. That's all I needed to see.
The smart move, without a doubt, was locking Jimmy G out of the building because no question, it literally be happening right now is talking of, should we use Jimmy G? We got to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G. I mean, like, yeah, it's almost got to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G. Yeah.
Now watch game when he just comes and balls out and just absolutely lights it up.
I mean, the thing is, if you're drafting him from a fantasy perspective, what you saw last night really just doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah, you're drafting him to run. That's it.
You want him to be efficient. You want that offense not to go third and out, but you're accepting that like they're going to have troubles. He's not going to be accurate. I don't know. For me, it was when George Kittle last year, there's a 10-second video of Jimmy G throwing him a normal pass and him like purposefully looking at the camera and commenting about how Jimmy G throws such a nice ball, which was just a pure subtweet on Trey Lance's not as nice ball.
Yeah, Kittle ought to write a book on how to throw fans into a frenzy.
Question.
We had a couple of auto picks.
Well, I want to see, like, what do you see on the screen right now? Is it saying 47 seconds?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So if I'm not looking at this screen, it's not updating.
Oh, that's interesting.
Weird.
Yeah, so that's this platform thing. I've got an idea of how to solve this.
Wow, 1-2 on the wide receivers.
Worst case scenario, I just stick on this because don't flip tabs and back to I miss your guys' faces. But yeah, so we've got a bunch of auto drafts happening right now, which is going to make for an interesting league.
I mean, maybe they just did that because they knew who was going to fall to them.
Yeah.
And just queued them up, right? I don't know.
First round's usually pretty easy.
Okay, hold on. Who's at the 23, 24, 25 spots?
All right, so let's go. We'll go players and
Pyland is 23.
Yeah, you're gonna have a couple like just end up, but like Alvin Kamara, Tyreek Hill, Javonte Williams, Pittman, Mark Andrews, Debo.
Okay,
Definitely
who
some
do
nice
you want to
stuff
set up in case there's a problem? Who do you want to set up?
I mean, really, all 4 of those are great.
Oh, I mean, we'll be here.
I love. I mean, if Hill is there, are you kidding me?
I'm okay with Hill or Debo.
Yep, either. Cue both of those guys up.
So
Keep in mind, Michael Pittman's got Matty Ice thrown to him this year.
I love me some Pittman. he's kind of like this.
He's not.
He's the only
not your
target.
second
Is
pick.
my worry.
He's not your second pick.
Right, I agree. I 100% agree. Like he's just.
I would rather have Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
I think Mark Andrews is a very strong, especially in this type of league where like we're going to be able to get very strong wide receivers and value later on from like knowing the players.
I'm good with that too. Throw them in the queue.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're watching all the players as they develop through the whole season.
Well, the way I see it is, it'd be nice to get Hill or Debo and then pick Mark Andrews right after.
Yeah,
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like get 2 of the 3.
because it's extremely. It doesn't matter how much like the players and stuff. It's going to be very hard to find someone that's going to replicate a Mark Andrews, but
That's right.
you might be able to get like a Sky Moore, a Garrett Wilson, like some of these rookies that others aren't familiar with that have that potential to, even though they're not going to match Debo Tyreek, maybe get you 80%.
Which is still fine if you get them super late and you can upgrade other positions along the way.
I mean, like I'm just curious. Let's just start typing in some rookie names and see what they're.
I mean,
Well,
if
see,
you think about it
back-
this way, you take a tight end here that you can replicate at 80%, let's say 10 rounds from now, or you take every other player that you were going to take a round earlier. That's a huge upgrade everywhere if you can find a smart position to fill, like what we're doing with defense and kickers and QBs.
Yeah. So my initial reactions, I think, for the draft are interesting that like Jefferson Cup went so late, but I guess when you only need to play 2 hours, and we're paused again.
I see it ticking. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
That's
got
the
2
pod.
break.
CD Lamb is going so early.
No one else is going to catch passes, I think, is the
I guess.
This is gonna shift right now. Everybody took that. This is so interesting. Wide receiver kind of ran a little bit there, but I think there's going to be a big run on wide receiver here and on the 2-3 turn.
Could be
Takes the
only
first
having to
QB
start.
reach.
Yeah, the only having to start 2 wide receivers definitely deprioritizes the elite ones a bit. But it's funny because across the draft, other than the very top, when you're comparing the running backs and wide receivers and their projections, wide receivers almost always higher. So later on in the draft, you can almost always get wide receiver value to fill these flexes throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
But at the top end, it's a little interesting.
Where are we at with bye? What's the most optimal running back for week 13 matchup wise?
Oh, you're a crazy person.
This guy's so next level, it's insane.
ESPN bye weeks. Week
I don't
13.
even know what I'm
they're
going to have for
pretty
dinner
tame
tonight, man.
Dinner. That sounds delicious. Can we pause
I'm
the
drinking
queue?
my dinner now.
There we go. Liquid calories, boys.
All right, week 13. It is only Arizona and Carolina. So pretty much anyone besides
Yeah.
James Conner.
That makes it easy. I like our pick even more now at first.
Yeah, so Josh Allen's right here at 33. Let's take a look at QBs. And again,
Russell.
It's a 12-team league.
I think we
so-
committed.
Like Russell.
It's so we got to see where he's going. What's
We'll
his-
probably get him like
what's his
round
ADP?
7 or something.
We'll take him in
Round 8.
6.
Kirk Cousins are bust, guys. Come on.
I do like Kirk
I mean,
Cousins.
the funny thing is,
I'm good with Cousins at 11. I'll take Cousins at 11.
with a 12-team league, Stafford is the 12th QB right here. So you could pretty much grab any of these ones like for free, unless people just start going multiple, which may happen. But
That
like,
could happen, yeah.
Cousins, Carr is a really interesting. I mean, Carr's like steady Eddie. You know what I mean? I think everybody's sleeping on like Matt Ryan, I think he's still got a good year left in him. I mean, he's obviously not going to carry the squad, but there's just a ton of depth at QB.
Keenan Allen going really early.
Speaking of QB, I got to tell you a quick story. In prepping for this last night, I decided to do one little mock draft after we thought, maybe it'll be worth it. Just see who's there. And I played around with some different positions, and I decided to just mess with people. So for our second and third pick, I took Herbert and Mahomes, and everybody else quit the draft.
That's why I don't do
for real.
Yeah.
That's great.
All right, we're still on pause, 25 seconds. I'm seeing if I can solve this.
I wonder if it's because somebody that clicked on auto draft is just getting there late.
That's what I think they're trying to figure out for this one, whether it's crypto piggies or,
Yeah.
We're live, right?
Yeah, we're streaming live. Yeah.
I wonder if they're watching our stream.
They're actually seeing this stream 5 seconds in the future.
Yeah, sure.
It's fucked up. They knew I was going to say that.
Yeah.
So what are these guys doing?
And we're paused again for another 3 minutes.
We're
But
paused.
I think everyone finally. Nope, we're still missing 2 people. Still trying
Who
to
are
get
we
flow
missing?
light.
Do we know? So Pixel
Yeah,
Player
right
is
down
one.
here. Crypto Pigos and concession stand.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Crypto Pigos is there. I mean, they'll be all right. Concession stand, they might not be as happy.
I am just making sure. You guys only see the draft board right now, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
We also see the chat kind of pop out on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I was just logging into our Jolly Jokers Yahoo and wanted to make sure that wasn't on the screen.
There's like a folder with looks like pictures of you in your underwear I can see on the left.
It's not looks like it is. Okay. We're going to try this once more. All right, there you go. Now I can see you all. I can see chat, and in live time, we are seeing the countdown. So I just had to do it within the same browser.
That's troubleshooting at its best, right there. That's
So he knows what's up, right?
I feel like we won the draft already, right there. Justin coming in clutch.
Yeah, Lunchable Connoisseur showing it. We live.
Let's see. What do we got here? What do we got? Swift is sitting up there dangling for the next auto drafter.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Barkley's still there. Kamara is interesting.
I mean, that's the beauty, I think, of like the 1.01 or so that like 1.02 this year is you're going to end up with 3 very good players coming out.
Yeah.
Let's say everybody pivots on this next round and takes running back. Okay, what would be left for us if we took running back here at 2,
and we wanted running back?
Yeah, and then waited for the 4-5 to grab wide receivers.
Yeah, 4-5. There's still very strong wide receivers because that would be picks 1, 24, 25, 48, 49. 48, 49 gives you around
Cortland
Lamar
Sutton.
to pair with Mark Andrews. Yeah, Cortland Sutton should be higher than this. Some of these ranks are really bad. Like Damian Harris at 51 is absurd.
That's such an advantage to us.
Who do we think is going to be the guy in Denver? Sutton or Judy?
Sutton.
Yeah. I mean, he's the big physical.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Yeah,
We might be able to wait and get George Kittle instead of Mark Andrews.
No.
Big difference.
I think if
though.
Andrews is there, it's
You just have to.
compelling.
We're gonna play the all injury team. Is that the idea? Right?
Hey man, boomer bust.
Did you see Trey Lance last night?
Oh shit.
It's going
Someone's
to
gotta throw
be
Kittle the ball.
magical. Yeah, honestly, they're going to be trailing in every game if that's the case.
Oh, yeah.
I did see that
Alright.
Pyland threw us a thank you.
Yeah, because they saw that Jonathan Head was ranked number 1, so they assumed was
Yeah, we made an error.
All right, so Tyreek does go a little early, but not a horrible pick. Starting off with some two strong wide receivers there. Other two guys appropriately grab their running backs after passing on the first. Let's see if these three end up going RB or kind of go a little off the board.
I think we're going to see.
It's a sexy start from the middle picks, actually.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
That's strong right there. Jefferson and Kamara, that's strong. Swift and Cup,
I like this a lot. Cup and Swift.
That was a mistake.
A lot of high testosterone
like
picks right there.
Those, wow, you want to talk about the injury team.
Exactly.
There they are. Flunks, you.
Don't forget to draft your insurance.
Yeah, so I guess Flunks are going to take who would be their third injury guy there?
James Conner.
Connor?
Yeah, Connor.
Chubb goes. So much IT with these running backs.
This is looking good for us.
I like
good.
I like this a lot. This is going to give us some options.
Did not want Chubb.
This is when we start throwing out names we don't want that people are watching.
I don't think anybody wants Chubb, if we're being honest.
Right. If we find out that Dumbo's actually watching the stream and drafted for Pylander or like radio controlling information, and we'll have to start playing with our picks.
And we start watching their stream. Let's get their stream.
Yeah, I think we should put Josh Allen in the queue. No, that's good. That's
great idea.
Lobatar coming down to the wire.
This is their baby, right?
Mike Evans goes. Yes, they are hosting this.
Yeah.
On to Pyland. We can look back at the players. Okay, so Debo went. I've got Mark Andrews queued up. And then Leonard Fournette, Javonte Williams, two strong second running backs if we want to go with a really strong start.
That's pretty sick, man. To have one of those two as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love Javonte Williams in that offense with.
I'm a Denver guy, so I'm.
I'm not even a Denver guy. I just think with Russell in there, it's going to be a totally different beast. I mean, it's like summoning Peyton Manning coming in there.
Touchdown upside, man. Touchdown upside.
All right, so we will start off with Mark Andrews, and I'll let you guys keep going, and then we'll make a decision between, I think, Lenny and Javonte.
I love taking Mark Andrews in the second round, just messing with his ADP.
I mean, you got to show
we're going to take him in the third, but we're going to do it the other way around.
Yeah,
we don't go running back to start our
right.
Yeah, Javonte, just based on age.
Okay.
Like
what's Javonte's bye week?
9, 11.
Stop it.
I'm just making sure we don't get screwed on another person that we like down the board. I always hate that when I pick the guy I want and then I'm like,
oh shit! Half my team's on bye week.
Yeah, exactly. Like the best.
You just throw that week. We didn't want that week.
Yeah.
See, I'm okay with that. I'm okay tossing a week.
All right, you guys ready with Javonte?
Yeah.
Send it.
All right. Strong start.
Excellent.
Yeah, this is a sick start for us, man. As far as I'm concerned, we got the number one tight end.
Yeah, I agree.
Number one running back.
Yep.
Arguably number one tight end, and maybe a top 5 running back, especially if Javonte takes a little more of that target to the rushing share from Melvin.
I mean, we're top 10 there for sure with Javonte. Yeah. That's where we want to be.
There he goes. They heard us.
Wow.
They heard us.
Oh my goodness.
We might as well just fill our queue with some wide receivers now.
Well, the wide receivers we want Pyland to take.
Yeah, blow it up, guys. Blow it up.
Renfro. All right, now we just sit back and watch for a bit. Flunk saying we were just talking about who would draft Josh Allen. Man,
that's a reach. That's a reach.
Team Flovatar just logged back in.
It's okay. We'll pause in a second. Coop showing his support. Sheesh. We look good.
Yeah.
We almost got the trio we talked about, eh? We almost got McCaffrey, Andrews, Debo.
I know.
Like, so
What, we were
close.
2 picks off or something?
One pick, man.
Oh,
One pick.
that would have been so dirty. There was no way that was going to happen, I thought. We were 1 pick away.
I'm okay with how this ended up. I'm not huge on Debo this year. I think his efficiency last year, which was just insane, is not going to be replicated. And then I don't know. I think what we saw with Trey in those games last year, he's actually passes more downfield, which Ayuk becomes a better partner there. And if Ayuk kind of does have that 30-year jump, could cut into Debo's workload.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like Ayuk at a discount. I like Higgins at a discount. Like,
Ooh,
there are a bunch of
premium.
Waddle
Higgins
at a
just
discount.
selected.
Yeah.
Higgins, no
Right?
way.
Higgins just went, Kobe.
That's too early.
That's no discount.
Oh yeah.
That's too early.
His
I
ADP in best ball has been right about this area here all summer.
Wow.
It's interesting the best ball dynamic creeping into fantasy drafts, right? Like I think you get going in there and then you can't clear your brain. It's totally different. You got to change the way you look at things.
AJ Brown,
Back on the wide receiver train.
man.
Yeah, well, these guys had to after going RB.
Yeah.
Here's a little
Zeke
thing
finally
for Thailand,
goes.
since they're listening to us for draft advice. I don't mind a little sneaky San Francisco stack towards the end. With the Trey Lance, Ayuk, maybe Kittle at discounts all late on. If that does come together and pops, that might be kind of interesting.
I'd pass on Kittle because we do have Andrews. But I don't hate the Lance and Ayuk one, yeah.
I'm saying, if Kittle's falls like deep,
Yeah.
that would be the only way I would take Kittle's. But
I think, with this league, I think people are going to be making sure they fill their roster spots before grabbing like that 4th or 5th wide receiver. So I think we're going to see those middle round tight ends actually go higher than in best ball you see like Goddard go in the 9th or so. I think here you'll see him go in like the 7th.
Yeah, just to fill the tight end position.
Right, because people are like, okay, and I think QBs you're going to see a similar thing where it's just like, okay, so I've got my starting these, I've got my starting here. Well, now I need my QB and my tight end.
we got Pittman, Higgins, AJ Brown.
There goes Mahomes. Yeah, QBs are going to
before
go crazy
Herbert.
early.
Sutton, bummer.
They wanted to get that Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes stack.
Yep.
That's harsh.
Leonard Fournette going that late is great value.
Wow, that team's coming together. Diggs, Devontae Adams, Fournette. That's solid.
Also, they're auto drafting.
Yep.
Good for them. Good for them.
It goes to show that you're not going to do too horrible in the early rounds if you just follow rankings ADP.
Provided there was an injury yesterday, right?
Right. Yeah. It'll come.
Then you burn.
It'll come back to bite them later on.
Who's our biggest rival in here?
So like on Wednesday night, everyone was like, "Well, Dumbo's everyone's biggest rival at Pyland."
Their team sucks for sure. They really dropped the ball.
I don't know. We got a lot of friends.
The MFL fantasy thing looks good so far.
They're that other kind of football though, so maybe that's our biggest rival. We can pretend that's American football versus that footy football rival.
Here we go.
Brees.
Have you played the MFL or I've heard a little about it? It sounds pretty cool.
No, I haven't yet.
Okay.
I've looked into it a little bit, but I haven't really, jumped on it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to quit.
What is it? Tell me about it.
I'll let you go for it.
It's fantasy European football.
Oh.
But I think virtual. I think it's not real players.
Correct.
I think it's like a metaverse version
You develop your own players through the packs, you train them up and such, then you act like a manager and trade and buy players from other opponents and such to build the best possible team.
Wow, that's a cool idea.
So
It is. It's a
Sounds
wicked
addicting.
Madden, but instead of you playing
That's why
the
I haven't dove in.
simulated stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee is chatting NFL all day.
That's very good.
It's fun. Wait,
That's a Colt, baby.
When Pat McAfee chatting Rumble. I think we have a couple marketing dollars we can spend, Coop. Can you reach out to him? I hear that FanDuel only pays him like tens of millions. How big was that deal? I don't know. Do you guys remember? Pat McAfee FanDuel deal. $30 million per year.
What? How?
So if there's anybody in here that does
Gambling
professional sports podcasting, there's aspirations. But no, what it really is when he makes his parlays and his picks, like he gives it out and does it on FanDuel, and a ton of his people follow in, and it shows how valuable that is. FanDuel is also launching a FanDuel cable network. Yeah, they just announced that officially yesterday.
24-hour news, probably. It's got to be.
I mean, I think it's, let's see how we can make this a new word. Sports bet, like reality TV with sports bet, like sports infotainment, but like sports betting infotainment. Yeah, it's probably something like that.
Montgomery.
Okay. When we were saying
that,
Kittle going right there. This is a good pick on pick. Gosh, Crypto Pigos is just backing themselves into a great team.
Really balanced. Really balanced.
Kittle feels like a very, very wrong. Montgomery's another big reach here. Pixel players, after going strong with the wide receivers, reaching a bit for the last two.
All right, so it's looking like we're gonna have a decent pick of whatever we want here. There's some variety, wide receiver. There's even still some good running backs out there, but I like obviously.
I'm curious when these other QBs are. I wouldn't be shocked like if Lamar or Herbert go in these areas.
Listen, if Pyland is listening, if you don't take a tight end right now, then you don't even know what you're doing. Okay,
you've been ridiculed for years.
You don't take a tight end for balance. I mean, you've got every position. Look at what players have done. All right,
Dawson Knox right here. Good, stack him with your Josh Allen.
Yep.
Consider an elite kicker.
Gesicki is there.
Points.
Okay, it's not too big of a reach for Gesicki. All right, everybody thinks he's going to block more. It's just all scheming.
He might
on his moment all day.
He might become Baker Mayfield starting tight end in a couple weeks.
That's a weird sentence, but possibly true.
I think
Terry McLaurin.
I think that'd actually be a great fit for him if he was traded to Carolina. Because they already have blocking tight end, could use another pass catcher for Baker on the opposite of DJ Moore and what others, Robbie Anderson and Rashard Higgins, like nothing exciting. Okay. Coming back around, 2 more picks.
All right, who do we got available? Let's look at the
what wide receivers are available now?
Okay.
Oh, I there's just one there that just is doing this. It's got the glow, it's got the aura around it. I'm not going to say it because I know Pyline's going to freaking snipe it right before.
I got two guys that I'm like,
don't say it out loud.
SOBs. We know we're on the same wavelength. We've already talked about this. This is
Brandon
like,
Cooks. Brandon Cooks.
Josh Jacobs.
I'll lose my mind if Pyline takes a tight end, though. I will.
I mean, AJ Dillon right there. One more. This is Darren Waller territory. Darren Waller.
Here we go. It's like he's trying to wait us out. If I just wait, he'll say it.
There's like a 10 to 15 second delay. So like right when it gets to like 12, you can be like, yes, we really wanted Darren Waller.
Oh, those guys are listening. I knew it.
I'm curious what everyone else is. I have two favorites, but what do you guys think?
I like Waddle here.
I really like Waddle.
Waddle.
Yeah,
Wow, you want
Jackson
Lamar
too,
over
but-
Justin Herbert?
We have the Mark Andrews. I do like Lamar over Herbert. I think it's pretty much a toss-up, but I think if we don't grab a QB here, a lot of these teams are going to start filling it out, and there will be a strong teardrop.
Yep,
Is that a big deal?
With the QBs?
Who are you afraid we're not going to get as a QB?
I think once you get past like Herbert, Hurts, Kyler, there's a major drop off because they don't have that rushing. So I've got Waddle in the queue. We'll start with Waddle as we keep going.
Yeah, I like that. Let's see who
You want to force a QB here. You want to force a QB.
Well, man, I don't think it's a force. So his ADP in best ball has been about 48 as well. He's 4 off here. So like I think him and Herbert are right there. And I think when you do include the Mark Andrews stack aspect, like our goal is to win the league, and you're betting that you're right. If Mark Andrews gets hurt and Baltimore sucks, well, our chances are already a little less. But yeah.
Yeah, the other play is to get some value here with wide receiver, but we'd have to reach a little bit and then stack Javonte with Russell.
What do you guys think?
Johnson's appealing to me there too.
It is appealing to me. Like that's the option, right?
Yeah.
Is Deontay Johnson, or we just take a quarterback now?
Because I think we're going to be able to get a bunch of wide receivers later that are going to give us value. Because we'll be able to, yeah. You guys good with Lamar?
I like Lamar.
Good.
I like Lamar.
I'm good with Lamar or Herbert.
I'm not.
But
You guys go ahead.
I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy about quarterback, but to get one of those top tiers, and again, it makes a lot of sense, Justin. If we want Mark Andrews and we feel like he's going to be a stud for us enough to where we took him at 2, then it obviously we gotta ride with that, and we're gonna back it up with Lamar Jackson, which I think is a powerful play. We either are gonna kill everybody with that stack, or it's just gonna be average.
And I think to what we were saying earlier,
we stab ourselves exactly.
We have the ability. Like, it's a lot easier to find studs at wide receiver and running backs late.
It's done, right? You took him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That yeah.
Okay. If Russell gets back around to us, I'm gonna hate this pick.
I agree. I'm with you there. I'm 100% with you.
I will hate this pick if Russell gets back to us.
Yeah, that's the risk.
The difference in projections between Russ and Lamar is substantial, like 4 to 5 points per game.
I think Lamar is honestly still underappreciated.
Is it all about projections?
Yeah, I think that it's just so hard to project with Russell because he's in a new place, new offense, new whatever. I think his value is so low right now. I think he's going to have a monster year. I really do.
Yeah, I think his ceiling is crazy.
Yeah, with the weapons he has.
The difference is he doesn't run anymore. And so if you look at his stats last year, he only on the ground did, I'm trying to pull it up right now, had 183 rushing yards. And so they're talking there 11 yards a game compared to Lamar, who's giving you 40 to 80 yards per game. Like, it's just the lack of that rushing floor, I think, is just night and day. So even if he does become very efficient and throwing a bunch of touchdowns, and they're not as run heavy as they were with Melvin Gordon and Javonte last year, it's still so hard to surpass Lamar with his rushing floor.
All right, well, pick's made, pick's done. So, right, just
the good news is I don't think other teams are going to be taking wide receivers now. So we're going to have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There it is.
Really focus it in. No way.
Wow.
There goes Dawson. I told you, people are going to be filling out their lineups to make sure that they get all their starting positions.
But that's not even the next. That's not even the next one.
Dawson Knox has got a pretty low floor, so I understand that.
I would be Schultz or
yeah, Schultz.
I don't know.
Those two are like a whole nother tier, 2 tiers above Dawson. Wow.
Schultz definitely, yeah. Schultz may go right in one of these as people get Chubb.
Higgins feels sketch. Chubb, I didn't want. Dawson Knox feels strange.
J.K. Dobbins burned me last
There
year.
goes Herbert.
Yeah, there's Herbert.
They got to be happy.
I think
with
some
that.
I think some quarterbacks are going to start coming off the board here. People are going to start feeling like the good quarterbacks are going to go. We'll see here.
Yeah, Flomy's team is interesting. Definitely not bad. Reaching a little on Zeke, reaching a little on Cam, but getting good value on Herbert there. Needed to make that Herbert pick.
But running back heavy.
Gambling. He's gambling a bit with his running backs, but they can pay off, right?
Yeah. It's just both of them have adequate, like we know Tony Pollard's going to have some role. Tyron Smith going down yesterday for the season is very bad for the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. Cam Akers news looks like Darrell Henderson is still going to get between 35 and 45% of the touches. So it's tough. Yeah. Good value on Etienne there.
Yeah, he went real late.
Yeah. Another tight end, Hawkinson off the board. Dalton Schultz is falling. There's another QB. Crypto Pigos is in the draft. So Crypto Pigos comes in strong, showing up after such a strong auto draft.
Oh, Burrow goes and drivers are upset.
I don't know why they're
They
upset.
wanted Burrow right there?
I think so.
To stack with no one. No, I don't want to block drivers. I just want to scroll. Okay. I don't know. Maybe there was some chatter ahead of time about Burrow because it looks like Pyland knew. There it is. Yeah. Crypto Pigos about to make their first actual pick, although might time out.
I can see Kyler Murray coming off the board here in the next 3 picks.
Top is Damian Harris. Let's see if that is the pick. CEH in the 5th.
Okay.
Should have stuck with the auto drafts.
Yeah, that was a rough pick. I don't think that one's going to work out for him.
To be fair,
There's
if they would have auto drafted, Damian Harris might have been that one, and that would have been probably a worse pick.
That's true.
Or at least as bad. Yeah, there's Kyler. QB is
We got
Jalen Hurts.
Hurts and Brady, and then Russell there. Yeah, Russell probably would have gotten back around to us, I bet.
There's
Well,
Brady.
no, not anymore. Not anymore.
I mean,
think-
he still
I think
might, but
Hurts-
to be honest,
He still might.
if he would have fallen to us, the argument then would have been, though, that we actually shouldn't take him because we should now just wait on QBs because so many people have already have their QB. But that would have been a fun discussion.
I
Got the
would've left
Masked
that.
Singer memes in the chat.
Well, you heard the Brady rumor, right?
Oh, yeah. We still haven't had it confirmed that it's not true.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He said, no, I was obviously doing this. That's what someone who's on Masked Singer would say. Look at this. Coop trying to get us to put a little action. I'd give you I'd give 2 points per game, and I'd take Lamar over Russ.
Wow.
Let's
2
do
points per
this.
game?
Let's do this for the
36
people.
points.
Let's do this for the people, the jokers.
Plus,
All right?
36
I think one of you has to take a hot pie to the face
Yeah.
on whoever
Why has
scores
it gotta
the
be hot?
lowest.
I'm allergic to heat, so
Somebody has to blow hot pie all over your face. Yeah, whoever gets least amount of fantasy points between
Uh-oh.
Jackson and
what's going on here?
I see the same thing you're seeing. Let's do a restart here.
pause the chat.
There we go. We're back.
All right, we're back. Yeah.
Oh, everybody left.
Yeah, it kicked everyone out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was weird.
It doesn't allow gambling on the site. That's what's going on.
Crypto joined and the rest of us got kicked
No hot
out.
pie to the face. It's got to be cold pie. My bad, guys. Cold pie. Cold pie it is.
All right, there goes Jalen Hurts. I mean, so I do want to say, from a process-wise, we nailed it that grabbing a QB here because a ton of these were going to be QBs. Pyland, did someone say?
I agree.
We're just waiting to see if it gets back to us. That's all.
Oh, there's the kicker. There's
Wow.
the kicker. Everybody drink.
Wow.
Oh, take
Are
a
you
drink for the kicker. Drafted
Hold on
in
a second.
round
Hold on.
6.
Wait, was that a mistake?
It's not an auto draft.
What just
They're in the room.
Maybe they thought he was a quarterback.
Oh no! You know what? I bet they just queued every single position in their
Oh,
queue.
he's filling out. Yeah, he's filling out.
I mean,
Okay.
he's a really great
Granted,
kicker.
that guy was clutch through the playoffs, right?
Guy's gonna score 300 points this season. You watch.
Money Mac.
Throw a pigskin a quarter mile.
If he scores 300 points, then the Joe Burrow pick's going to really suck. That's what's going to happen there.
If he scores 300 points and they change the league rules.
Man, whoever took Burrows is pissed that McPherson's off the board. That stack's gone.
I mean, they had their chance to draft McPherson here. All right,
Judy,
so
I like Judy there.
Yeah. Value.
Garrett goes. Got it. Schultz is falling. Someone's going to get good Schultz value. Actually, we're still in the 6th. Never mind. It's just all the other tight ends are going really high.
It feels like good value at this point, but it's not really.
That's so true.
So Wilson's up next. What do you want to bet Wilson goes here in the next 3 picks?
Fan closer.
No QB there.
You got no
Is that the
quarterback.
next QB on here? Yeah. God,
So-
imagine the tilt we'd be having right now if this is happening and we're like, Russ.
I mean, we do need a bye week replacement for Jackson, right?
Yeah, it's called waivers.
Taysom Hill, job done.
There's gonna be some
Talk about
wild.
Taysom Hill.
There's gonna be some wild.
Talk about
QBs on
Taysom
the waiver.
Hill.
Love Taysom
Oh,
Hill.
yeah.
Thunder thighs.
I mean, even Wentz. When is Wentz? Who does Wentz have on? What week are we on? Week 10.
Juju goes.
Because he's gonna be on the waivers. You know.
I mean,
Somebody
all
Yeah,
like
he
these
will be.
guys are going to be on waivers. Like,
Yeah.
when we
that.
draft
Hell, even Baker Mayfield.
when we draft Lamar and Tua, there's no need to hold a backup for either of those positions.
Yep.
So all his receivers switch teams.
Okay. There's a couple wide receivers in the board that I really like.
Yeah, I agree. There's one that's it's like destined to be ours. It's
What are you gonna do? We're gonna stack the entire team. Is that what we're doing?
it's framed.
Rashad
Is that
Penny
right?
goes.
Wow.
Wow, that
Oh.
feels like a super reach there.
I am glad that we went running back with 2 running backs here because this, more casual feels like the running backs are going to get steamed up a lot higher. We can, get our wide receivers. Michael Thomas goes. All right, let's survive one more. There's one more a receiver I absolutely love right now.
Well, this ain't gonna be Russell Wilson.
Nope.
Josh
I say we take him.
Yep, Gabriel Davis.
We want them both on the roster.
That's my guy
100%.
right there.
Anyone have a preference on another wide receiver?
Are we announcing this to the world? Is that what we're doing?
We are on. We're on. It's our pick.
Oh, we're up. Okay,
Yeah.
who we got? Who we got available?
So we got Gabriel Davis in the queue. Absolute smash spot.
I'm very happy with Gabriel Davis.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
Elijah Moore, but it feels very early. And I also like Ayuk, but that also feels early.
Yeah,
man.
I actually like. Actually, Gabriel Davis is probably the safe pick.
Yeah,
I think Gabriel Davis is a must at this spot.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
After that, Rashad Bateman, from like a rankings perspective, is definitely the clear next, and we do have a lot of those.
Yeah, we're heavily invested.
Yeah, we're rolling with the Ravens offense this year.
Other than that, so looking at the wide receivers, Darnell's not bad. Elijah Ayuk could maybe get later. Chris Godwin.
Brown's interesting.
Brown's
Renfro's
not terrible
interesting.
either.
Yeah,
Godwin
Thielen.
get later.
God, there's so many good
Yeah,
options right
There's
there.
a lot. There's a lot.
Just take the one that you know won't be there.
I mean, I think the Bateman's the clear.
Yep.
We may as well. Let's just
Yeah, hell, we're all in on Baltimore.
Yeah.
Like,
totally all in then.
Jolly Jokers are just going to be cheering for Baltimore offense. It's going to be fantastic.
purple. I mean, Jokers wear purple, don't they? That's the color.
I'm just making sure there's no one that's like been falling that we love. And no, I don't see anyone that we couldn't grab later. All right. Rashad Bateman it is.
Nobody wants Antonio Gibson, huh? That feels
Go
bad.
Ravens. Well, I mean, special teams don't give you points in this. Yeah, we got your Gabe. Don't you worry, Coop.
Waddle, Davis, Bateman. Man, I love our wide receivers.
Our team is sick, man.
Yeah, it's super sick.
All right. We already know like we have the best one. Who would you say has the second best team? Let's take a look.
We're winning based on age.
I really liked one of those middle groups. Who was it?
I like Pyland's team for the first few picks.
Yeah, players I liked initially with that Chase, Hill, Mahomes.
Yeah, Flomi's is shaping up pretty decently, although I don't know how they're going to fill it out.
All right, I think it's crypto picks for me.
Yeah, Crypto Piggies is solid.
Yeah, that's a solid squad right there. I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the one pick in there that I wouldn't have gone for, but there was just so much more that they could have done with that pick, I think. But
like Crypto Piggies is the wide receiver version of our team.
yeah, I agree.
That's what it is.
Even better. I mean, Devontae Adams and Diggs, I mean, those are going to be 2 top 5 receivers potentially.
I would agree. Replace this with any of these wide receivers that win in the 6th, and this would be a very solid team, I think.
Yeah.
I don't mind concession stands team. Mike Williams is good value here. I like him once on Ross St. Brown, Kyler. I like this team a lot too. Concession stands.
Yeah, I think I think the next team is probably Pylon for me. Taylor, Debo, Josh Allen's a stud. Waller, flip a coin. Who knows how that's going to be?
The issue with concession stands though is who's their next running back going to be.
But that's fine. There's so many running.
I'm not even a fan of Najee Harris when it comes down to it.
Yeah. They got, if anything, that hero RB or zero RB that gives you a little uncomfort. But there's so many. Like if you look at the running backs, just finding who's gonna plug and play.
I mean, geez, you go.
It's ugly.
Yeah, it is ugly. I mean,
It's ugly, man.
You're trying to bank that somebody goes down. Like you're trying to bank that Zeke goes down. And you've got Pollard there, or you're trying to like Melvin Gordon. I guess would be the most capable back if Javonte goes down. And he gets the lion's share of the carries. But there's nobody there that I feel great about. I mean, maybe Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah,
but I think he could earn the number 1, but even then.
But we know how Belichick uses his running back, so
you can tell yourself a story that you take enough of these guys that with an injury or like most of them are still going to give you those 10, 12 points a week. But then Zeke goes down and Pollard's a top 7, 10 running back. Damian Harris loses his job. Ramondre Stevenson is a pass catcher and the early down. Javonte Williams gets hurt. Melvin Gordon smashes. Kareem Hunt gets traded. Yeah, there's a lot there. I'm happy where we stand though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I love wide receiver again here. And then on the turn, maybe snatch up a running back with big upside. Somebody that could boom like a Gordon or that would be a handcuff because we have Javonte Williams. That'd be interesting. I think it's too early to take that handcuff, but
yeah. Because we're not drafting like a tight end or another QB, we're also going to have just so much depth and high upside between running back and wide receiver that we can fill the lineup with.
We need to get some jokers in the chat, giving us some flyers, some late round, just absolute boom or bust types.
Mooney's a good pick. That was a good pick.
Yeah, I mean, we were considering him, I'd say, where we were. Yeah. That's Cooper.
going to be some more tight ends that go here. It kind of has to be, I feel like, with.
I mean, who needs tight end? One,
I think
For one
two,
Flobatar
only
needs
three.
He's
one.
going.
There's
There it
Ertz.
goes. Yeah.
So the last two teams are Flovatar and MFL. And they're fighting for
Who's left? Yeah.
It's getting.
two.
Aquad
Yeah.
Boonham. Aquad Boonham. Cole Komet.
That guy might not even be on the roster.
Alberto played into the fourth quarter in the preseason.
Yeah.
The best player to play in the fourth quarter preseason like last year was Ricky Seals-Jones. Like, yeah, that's not good
Sounds
news for tight ends playing fourth quarter preseason.
Yep. Oh man. Yeah. That pick, if that gets to us,
love to see a bunch of
like some utility players here, right?
running backs, kickers.
Backup crap.
When's first defense going? 9th round, 10th round?
Who is it right now? Buffalo? Is that consensus?
9th round is a good guess, I think.
Let's see. Top defense is Buffalo, followed by Tampa. Oh, Buffalo just went.
No, stop.
Same one. Pixel players is just
one round earlier.
They're just filling their roster out. Like that's.
I mean, they didn't even fill out their flexes before they went with the kicker and defense. You know, I feel bad for Jamar Chase to have to be on that team and deal with that. Yeah.
It takes me all the way back to maybe my first fantasy season ever. I think I did something similar to that.
Who do I need?
Yeah. It's amazing the learning curve, in fantasy. Like after one season of me doing that, the next year I was like,
Yeah, exactly. Now have the floodgates opened.
I think like Pixel Players has a football logo, so I don't know too much about Pixel Players, but you would have thought they might have. Oh,
Wilson,
there goes Ross.
Wilson.
Okay, so remember that eighth round.
Rodgers.
This is good for us right now. This is
yeah.
looking great. We got to sweat. We got to fade like 3 picks here, and we're going to get somebody that's an absolute machine.
There's one pick that I'm so excited if it actually happens.
I think we're mind melting, Justin. I'm feeling it too.
All right. The other thing is I'm going to have to drop at 4:30. So what I'm going to have, Coop, I think you're still here. Coop, if you want a couple minutes before 4:30, jump in, take the role, and then one of you guys can actually man the draft board, and Coop will help you share that screen.
Wow,
Cool.
Olave.
Yeah.
2 more
And
picks.
Lazard too. I'm like, that is so weird.
Yeah, 2 more picks.
All right, here's the thing. If Pyland doesn't take a defense right here, they are crazy. Just crazy.
I mean, there's
Out of
only
their
really
mind.
2 good defenses left, right?
Yeah, I agree. It like you're either gonna get a good defense and you're gonna have that as an anchor to your team, or you're gonna lose.
The best part about a defense is like you don't have to worry about injuries either. So you can
Correct.
always play them every week.
Correct.
Works well.
I heard you could even play him on a bye week too.
Oh, there goes Trey Lance. Come on, one more pick.
I know we're all thinking the same thing too.
I swear I'll laugh out loud if they pick a defense.
Because we're talking about it 2 rounds ago.
Yeah, so there's that player, but there's one other.
Come on. This feels like it's going to be our pick right here.
Like,
I figured-
Pilot
they're
knows,
going running
Pilot
backs.
knows we're
They're gonna-
suffering,
they're
right?
gonna-
They're going running back.
Yes, we got him.
All right. So who are you guys thinking?
Yep, Ayuk. That's who
No,
I
he's
wanted.
highlighted.
And I think Chris Godwin. I have no idea why Chris Godwin is so low in these rankings, but he literally should be a 4th round pick.
Godwin's. I mean, once he gets healthy, which
Yeah, wait, how long is he out?
He might be ready week 1. He's not been placed in the pup, so they don't expect him to be out for the 4 weeks. Like, there's a chance he's ready week 1. If not, it's week 2, week 3. We don't need him immediately, but he should be a 4th round pick.
So what? Like, Evans at a discount is what I'm looking at,
Yeah, and like we've been talking about, if they were both healthy, Godwin might be getting drafted ahead of Evans.
Yeah, I agree.
And we like Ayuk too.
I love that pick.
I'm all on Ayuk.
Yeah.
Okay. I love this. This is absolute smash. This is candy from a baby.
What's our bye week exposure on
Stop it.
I have to because let's see what we got. We're good.
Only the Baltimore week.
No, we're good there.
Just Baltimore week. We just need to get a QB and a tight end, but we got 10 weeks until we need to worry about that.
11, 7, 10, 9. Okay. I love Renfro also in the slot.
Yeah, he'll be gone though because he's top of the. Especially if Waller actually has these contract situations or injuries. Let me head back. Coop, I don't know if you heard me earlier. Oh, you just pinged me. Yeah, 4:30, Coop. So if you want to head in around like 4:20, 4:25, come on in, and then we'll get these guys set up with screen share and logged into the draft and everything. If we didn't pause 7 times, I'm actually heading over to Collective. Moment Ranks. Collective's doing a Spaces. We're going to talk some football, talk some Jolly Jokers, some Rumble. Should be fun.
I like that pick by Pyland.
Yeah, when mint Jolly Jokers? Come on.
Between only these people that are on the call, we had some very strong tech development conversations with Dapper this week. So
there goes Alberto.
Awesome.
Laws. Someone
He's on my Rumble roster.
Well, actually, he's a great Rumble tight end for preseason.
He's on my Rumble roster.
He plays 4 quarters.
No doubt, actually. Bro's got a ball out.
See, like here's the interesting
just to make the squad, he's got a ball out.
The party goobers grabbed a QB here when literally every other team already has their QB. So if you're going to wait that long,
you could have waited in the draft,
right? Unless I have a feeling most of these teams are going to grab 2 QBs, but yeah. Whew.
Wow, our
team's money.
Yeah, it's so cash.
Yeah, man. It's a good team where you have a hard time deciding who to start.
Yeah. Right, let's take a look. Like here's all we have to do is we're starting all these guys. Godwin comes back in week 2, 3, 4 when he's healthy, subs in for whoever's not playing too well.
And that one bench spot. Oof. We're gonna have to get out there.
It's okay. 5 bench positions available. We'll fill that up.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
Robinson
Justin,
goes.
So I just burned my my TOC card and submitted my 5 Top Shot moments. Is it too late to get on the pre-run list?
You should have held that for when Coop joins.
His restraint and not swearing is amazing.
Coop is silly. I've told him many times, but there was one specific time I pinged him. I was just like, dude, someone asked that question, and I went through and I tried to put my jolly face on, and I wanted to how I answered that question. And then in that meantime that I was thinking about it, he answered with so much more jolly, just legit, full on, helping that person. I was like, well done. Amazing. I feel like I'm a patient. I am a patient person. My wife, I think, would maybe agree with only that. But Coop he's amazing. He's fantastic.
Coop's made with real bits of jolly, so it's good.
256-bit jolly. All right. I like that.
Is gone. Yeah, Tony, that's a good pick.
Kenzie, that's early. I want to kind of look through. I'm going to flip through this and just see, are there other guys like the Chris Godwin that are just like way down. That should be. Oh, I see one.
Yep, I see one also.
3 1s entices me.
Absolutely.
Oh, actually, so the person I was thinking was DeAndre Hopkins. Just went. But you got to hold him on your bench for 6 weeks. But if you're getting him in the 9th, 10th round, not horrible.
Defense and kicker. Boom, boom.
Oh, there it is. Let's go back.
Elite kicker.
Oh, drivers. I had drivers. You got me excited that you were waiting on tight end, that you knew what you were doing, and then comes in with a defense and kicker.
Justin Tucker pump.
Oh, okay. I hope that maybe this creates a wave of more of them. All right, let's take a look back more. We're going to take running backs. Probably wouldn't hurt for us to get some depth at running back.
There's some good people there. I like,
Jared Goff just went.
I like Jamal Williams. Maybe not this early, but I like him.
I still like Robinson.
Bobby Trees.
Which Robinson?
James.
Oh,
Allen.
Okay. Because I was saying Brian Robinson went. Yeah. Allen.
Devonta Smith is an interesting.
There's a lot of still wide receiver talent. It's just are we risk like
Gage?
do we
Very
need to grab
interesting.
a running back because of how strong they've gone. So just flipping through, Darrell Henderson kind of is getting 40% of the touches with Akers. If Akers goes down, can become a smash. Nyheim Hines is going to have at least a weekly role, and it seems to be the number 2. If Jonathan Taylor gets hurt, James Robinson with the ETN situation, Carter's looking like he has a full-time role. Madison smashes if Dalvin goes down. Gainwell's getting the high leverage touches, some pass catching, and maybe the red zone role. Rashad White is a league winner. If Leonard Fournette goes down, may have a weekly role as pass catcher.
I really like White. But it looks pretty thin, to be honest. I think we do need running back.
Carter's probably going to get a 50-50 split. Carter's serviceable.
At least. I think he's the better back personally, but
yeah.
But I do like Robinson.
It's funny, like the wide receivers just are so much better. Like,
we get to take one, right?
Yeah.
And who has the? I mean, honestly, we'd use him on a bye week, right?
Defense. So on our team, only need to play 2 running backs. McCaffrey and Javonte are buys 13 and 9. So assuming health, we can ride our just 2 running backs with these being flex spots for majority of the at least first half of the season.
What does the season schedule look like on week 9?
You were thinking way too far out for me.
This is the kind of research that we rely on to really go next level.
(2022) week 9. What are we looking for?
Who is playing the Texans week 9?
Oh, we're
or the Seahawks.
Yeah, exactly.
Seahawks or the Browns. No, the Browns are going to actually have pretty.
Browns can actually defend.
Yeah.
Ooh, Devonta
All
just
right.
went.
Damn, I like that pick, but.
All right.
We got Bobby Trees as wide receiver.
Yeah.
Russell Gage also there. I don't know about that.
I would have pushed hard for Devonta. After that is a bit of a drop. I know you guys were talking. I like Darrell Henderson. I like Michael Carter.
Mm-hmm.
I think we take RB here, honestly. I think it limits our exposure.
Heard Michael Carter?
I think Carter is a safer bet.
He's going to get some work.
Okay.
I like Carter.
Do you want to go Henderson and Carter? I mean, Henderson He still has a role with Akers.
I like grabbing Woods if he's there.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got Carter queued.
Okay.
I think we're more likely to play Wood than to
Carter
play
Woods.
Henderson.
Yeah, Carter, Woods. I mean, even Boyd. Gage is interesting for like an upside pick, but he's injured.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna.
If we're picking Gage, it's like we're shitting on our Godwin pick.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. We already took Godwin, and so Gage doesn't make.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I love Woods right here.
Or you want to reach and shoot for the fences.
I'm just looking to see who, because any of these guys, like there's a couple guys here I like, but we'll probably be able to get them later.
Okay, so yeah, let's
I think these next rounds is where we can start reaching a little bit and taking some upside picks, because our roster is loaded right now. Yeah, it's nasty.
All right, we're grabbing Robert Woods.
Like a guy like Gronkowski, it's just
that kind of a reach.
Yeah, Odell Beckham, somebody that's just on nobody's radar.
That kind of a reach.
Look who I've got here.
That's a reach around, is what that is.
Jolly.
I actually don't hate X rank number 154 there. Romeo seems to be Aaron Rodgers' new favorite toy.
It's possible. Yeah, I think that's a tough one. I think there are guys that I do like above him in this area.
Who do you think is more upside, though? Dubs or Moore?
I think Sky Moore has pretty much more than anyone in this area if he's actually becomes number one wide receiver for Mahomes.
I see what you did there, Justin. He's got more upside than everyone else.
I believe so.
What's up, boys?
Yo, Coop.
How we looking?
Bro,
We're just strong
team, man.
When mint Jolly Jokers? Is it still too late to get on the pre-order list? Just kidding. Welcome.
I keep a smile on my face at all times, at all times.
Absolutely.
Empty bottle of Jack behind him. That's what's going on. Drinking constantly.
Sometimes I feel like Kobe and I are the same person, to be honest. It's just the words just right out of my mouth.
Coop, if you need to ask how we're doing, here's my answer. There have been 4 defenses and 2 kickers drafted.
I mean, the only thing I'll say here is you guys are making me root for Baltimore week in and week out. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we got to root against Denver, I guess, kind of.
Yeah, that's Justin's fault. We're rooting for Baltimore, by the way.
We are rooting for Denver. It's just going to be in the run game.
That's true. We need.
Coop, do you want us to take Pickens or get you a little Pittsburgh blood?
I mean, I'm always for taking my guy Patty Freiermuth, but when you get Mark Andrews, you don't have to do anything else at tight end. So, I mean, who knows? All I know is the debate of taking Deontay Johnson. That was a great fade there. I definitely don't be taking Pittsburgh wide receiver.
If I was going to do it, it'd be Kenny Pickens. Get that rookie. Has been flashing. First round wide receiver talent coming off the injury, looking really good.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to get. I mean, the Steelers are going to have Pickett and Pickens essentially getting as much chance as they possibly can to play this year, I think, at some point. So Pickens obviously will get a lot more chances ahead of Kenny Pickett, but I think we'll see Pickett at some point in time this year as Steelers fans. And Pickens, I think, is going to get the ball just as much as anybody.
What do we think about Chicago?
We don't.
It's so bad. I mean, they did nothing to help Justin Fields this offseason.
They still have a team? Like, come on.
The offensive line's horrible. They didn't bring anyone else. I mean, what? You brought in N'Keal Harry? Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to believe in him because I just think Fields deserves that shot, but he's just gotten absolutely hosed.
Chicago's the new Jets, man. They're the new Jets.
They're the New York Giants until this last year.
Traylon Burks goes.
Yeah.
Another defense. Got to get those defenses.
We missed on Baltimore.
Yeah, we did. Blow it up.
We're not counting on a good defense. We're counting on a lot of shootouts.
That's what I'm saying. You can still play a defense on when a defense is on a bye week if you don't need it. That's my favorite plays just to like remove the defense when you've got the thing won, so you don't get any negative points.
Coop, I'm rocking my TOC jersey for the draft. You know,
Love that. I think my TOC jersey is in some closet somewhere amongst someone's house that was in Miami somewhere. So it's out there.
you don't have your jersey, is what you're trying to tell me?
Well, when you spend all of 4 hours in Miami,
you never
on the
got your
ground.
jersey.
Yeah.
Okay, because I have SB Mitchell's, I have T Hubs, so I probably have yours in the bag then.
I'm sure you have mine too.
Okay. Yeah.
I just had a brilliant idea. Rumble needs Marshawn Lynch as their spokesperson.
Ooh.
Beastquake. Rumble.
Marshawn's in a tough spot right now. If you saw the video that came out recently,
Yeah, you probably want to fade that a little bit.
he was faded.
I'm just all about that action, boss. You know what I mean?
That wasn't good. All right.
Who's taking over this thing? Who's commanding the reins here when Justin heads over to the collective spaces?
I thought Justin was the one that was signed into the actual.
Let me see if I can sign in.
I gave you guys the username and password. All you need to do is use that and then click to enter the draft room, but don't do it yet because when you enter the draft room, it'll kick me out. So maybe after these next picks of ours, we can then test it and make that switch over. And Matt Moe doesn't have his jersey either.
I mean,
what a wild
time. What a wild time last year's live final was for TOC, man. I mean, just in the middle of COVID.
Well, no, not even middle of COVID. Like,
just
COVID was mostly like
like the second wave of it or whatever it was. Yeah, like the second wave of it around New Year's Day. Just a crazy experience.
Yeah, I mean, so the Coop literally flew there and then had to fly back. Like, I know 2 people had to cancel like the couple days before because of just having to be safe with precautions. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Don to Foreman. What are we doing, concession stands? What are we doing? They
call that
going for the backup.
They took our maybe handcuff. I don't know if it's Chuba Hubbard or Deonta Foreman, but like now we don't get the opportunity to find out. Maybe they were thinking they were drafting Devonta Freeman in 2016.
That's actually a good point though, is the Hubbard handcuff.
If I leave this room and I come back to a Chuba Hubbard handcuff.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to say it right now. I don't believe in handcuffs.
Yeah, we just plug Olivia in, guys. If CMC gets hurt, we just plug Olivia in. We're all good. We don't need to do anything else besides that.
I don't even get this bit, Coop.
What do you mean? It's not a bit. It's the truth.
Yeah, we're deadly serious. Okay? If we're not handcuffing Chuba, what are we even doing?
The rink. Oh, there goes Sky Moore.
Man.
Ooh, okay. That's okay. Still lots of guys that we like. We can start taking a look. So from the running back perspective, I think Madison, Gainwell, White are still great picks and probably a tier above. Wide receivers, you still have MVS, Garrett Wilson.
What is the big bet on Kansas City wide receivers this year? Like
that's the thing is we're not sure, so you just want to get a bunch of pieces, and you'll know pretty quickly whether or not like they're a major part of it.
I think they're all going to be pretty weak.
Yeah, I mean Juju just doesn't seem like he would be like a Mahomes style guy that he would go to a lot. So I'm sure he's going to have to find. I mean, obviously Kelsey's there, and that's kind of all you need to know. But it's going to be interesting to see wide receiver depth there on KC.
I'm interested in Green Bay wide receiver. I mean, Rodgers got to throw to somebody. I mean, that dude's not going to settle for coming off an MVP season to not have another at least solid season. And who's he going to get the ball to? I mean, that's not going to be Aaron Jones every single time. Although it could be, but
Aaron Jones, AJ, I think it's just spread out. Bob Tunyon, you still have Sammy Watkins, Brando Cobb. Like, it's just, someone could definitely emerge, though, and it could be Romeo. It could be Christian Watson.
You guys think Curtis Samuel does anything this year?
Not worth drafting. Just think on a bad team as the third option, like Jahan Dotson's, they want to basically take his role. Obviously, you still have Terry. Yeah,
Dotson's a fun player, man. I think he has an opportunity to be good. It'll just matter if he's able to stay healthy, given how small he is.
All right, Mr. Penn State.
He was fun, man.
Jamal, it's a good pick.
All right, this is probably the last running back in this tier.
I love Rashad White.
Yeah, I do too.
Love it.
And then
He's going to have a.
Do you want to do the Hopkins reach right now? You want to lock that down?
the who?
D-Hop.
No, he's
no,
gone.
no, he went a while ago.
Oh, he's gone. Okay.
Yeah, he's gone. But that would have been that
I
would
would
have
have loved that. Yeah. I mean, I think here you're looking at MVS.
What about Chark?
Sharks. They only bite when you touch their private.
Garrett Wilson, Dotson.
I don't have many opinions, and most of mine are wrong. So my two favorite are Rashad White and Romeo Doubs.
I think you should go. Cobalt's been extremely quiet the whole time. It's like he's been waiting for this moment so he can get his guy.
No, my guy is JT.
No, this is your guy. Okay, this is your guy. We are not letting you walk away from this. I heard you say, "This is my
you were
guy."
talking
He's
about,
the
you were talking
only
about
guy
Dobbs
Aaron
in the
I will
beginning.
be a hot pie in my face if my guy doesn't put out this year.
And I think the
The
good
only
thing
guy
is,
Aaron Rodgers isn't ripping to shreds in the preseason, so I think that's got to be a good sign.
and
As
should
the
know
only
pretty,
visible minority, I got shut down earlier, so you might as well get yours. Right?
should know pretty quickly if he is going to be like a
That's what happened.
stud.
That's what happened. No one's saying it, but that's what happened.
All right, you guys good with Romeo?
Yeah.
Laces out.
All right.
Laces.
How many rounds do we have here?
We are at 13, and we're going to have another.
Wow.
Oh, actually, only 3 more rounds.
All right, that's good. I didn't even know who the hell Romeo Dobbs was before I stepped into this
Wow.
room. So that's what you guys are working with here. So someone better take the reins here and make these last couple of picks.
I'm going to step in and make a pre-statement. Let's look at week 1 matchups and pick a defense who's playing against a nobody. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, I like it.
All right.
What teams are getting slaughtered in week 1?
Pulling up right now. NFL Week 1 schedule lines.
I know the Broncos are playing the Seahawks. That's a win. Whatever. What else we got?
Hey, we got a 7:00 Rumble lock, by the way.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Okay. 7
Make
o'clock
sure
Rumble
you
lock.
have those lineups in there.
Alberto.
All right. Colts are -9 versus the Texans.
That makes sense.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Colts.
I'll let you guys obviously figure that out. I'm going to star a couple players that I think just are undervalued here. I think Josh Palmer should be a lot higher. It's probably the biggest one.
On.
What do you think about Chalk? Or Chark?
Shark.
What do you think about Chark?
I think Chalk is our roster right now. That's what I think.
I think we're doing. Let's take a quick look at the team too. So we have our Andrews, have our Lamar. We got McCaffrey, Javonte, Carter, Rashad. Ton of wide receivers with a lot of talent.
Yeah, what was up with the Chris Godwin? I was very confused by how far down Chris Godwin was. Is that just Yahoo putting him down there because he's injured? I was confused.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah, injured and hasn't played much in the last couple of seasons, right?
Last year he was really. I think he played still at least half the season. Let's see.
Yeah, wasn't he just hurt at the end of the season? I thought. last year?
Last year he still had 1,100 yards.
I think Justin referred to it as stealing candy from a baby.
He had 14 games last season, 12 before that, 14 before that. So
Yeah.
that was a silly one that he was still available. Okay. One of you want to try to log in, or Coop, I can give you the login information.
I'm gonna try to launch it right now.
Okay.
I'm
All
okay.
right. Perfect. So now what you can do is
You
try
share
to
screen.
share the screen, and we'll put it on here.
I need to lay of the land here while Pre does this. Where are you guys located? Where are you coming to the people from?
Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Toronto, okay.
The home of football. Indy, baby.
Peyton Manning behind you, so I assumed Indy.
That's it.
Okay.
Boom.
Love Indy.
All right,
Indy as a
let's
city was super fun. Spent
We spent some time there last
It's a
summer.
cool city. It's very relaxing to hang out in. Easy
Yeah,
to
cool
get
city.
around.
And
What was
Pre,
the chicken
did I
place
see
you went to?
Nice way of saying
Eagle
it's
chicken?
boring.
Eagle? Yeah, the Eagle is a fun bar.
Yeah.
Pre, where are you coming from? Did I see a Utah volleyball? Are you sure?
Yeah. This is Utah Valley. I'm a track coach there for Utah Valley University. So just
Nice.
located in Orem, Utah, just south of Salt Lake City.
Nice.
Very
And so,
cool,
Pre,
man.
if you go draft results,
Oh,
Let's see. Where am I looking?
to the right of teams. Yeah,
Found it.
right there, draft board,
Bam.
and then scroll. Yeah, so there's your best view for now. And then, just the players when you guys are ready to go.
when's the last time you did a draft, Coop?
Oh man, I've only done like 2 or 3 BBMs, so I haven't really dipped too big into the BBMs thus far. But I'll be doing some more, over the course of the next couple of weeks. I think I have three leagues that I'm still actively in with some friends, and then I have a league that my uncle runs. It's a family league that has been like 20 some plus years. Literally started this league back when they actually did USA Today's on Monday scoring, and they have this. We use My Football League, and I think the league history there goes back to legitimately like LaDainian Tomlinson days. So like it was like one of the first online platforms that you had, and it's tracked the history of this league for quite some time. So that's my big fun league, and I'm honestly just a pure donation to that league, but it's a fun time for sure.
Right on.
I'll let Justin and TJ do the big brain thinking when it comes to fantasy drafting, but I've done my fair share of fantasy sports from a daily standpoint. So working through different kinds of products and that kind of thing is more the experience that I bring. But the knowledge behind it is all Justin and TJ when it comes down to fantasy football, man.
Okay.
TJ used to be big in the DFS space with me as well. We would heavy on the grinding, and then he's been a bit more focused on the business side of things lately, and I've dug my heels into the best ball streets.
I can't believe you've done 650 plus drafts, Justin.
That's
That
only
is
on Underdog.
insane. Totally
Unreal.
insane. What about you guys? Are you guys best ball guys? Have you been doing best balls? Are you in a variety of home leagues? How do you spread it? How do you spread it out?
Primarily PPR fantasy for me. I've done a little bit of best ball, but generally season-long drafts are what I'm into.
Nice. What about you, Cobalt?
I haven't played fantasy football in 11 years.
Wow.
And I am so all in this year. I just joined a dynasty league for the first time. I'm excited.
Are you married? If you're married,
Yeah, she's over there. She's happy I'm here.
I was about to say, what were you in for?
I'm all in Dynasty this year. I'm like, woof.
Love it.
All right, I'm going to drop, gentlemen. My parting vote is if Keenan Allen or Mike Williams goes down, Josh Palmer ends up being a league winner, and that's all I've got for you guys. So
Okay.
Justin has that. Justin has that in his drafts. Draft tweets. He's got keyed up. So
We'll pick him up in your honor.
All right, take it easy, buddy.
I'll see you guys later. Cheers.
Later, Justin.
Later, Justin.
Pre, what about yourself? Are you best ball guy? Are you just season long leagues?
You know, I've best ball this year, first time actually. I've got about $500 in best ball things. You know,
Nice.
whatever. Like, so we'll just see. We'll just kind of see what's. Mostly, my wife is the big fantasy player of the family, so she's actually the only one that really does it.
Nice.
She wins. I don't. I've managed a fantasy league on ESPN for 14 seasons now. So, yeah, mostly that PPR, PPR. But we spread it out. The loser gets to choose what the format's going to be for the next year. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
After we've shamed them.
Yeah, I think a 3-legged sack race. Tired of this fantasy BS. That's
All right,
the danger
guys.
of having the loser pick.
We are coming up here in 2 picks. Let's see what we have.
Buddy's got 2 defenses.
Covering all the bases.
What are we thinking? Do we want to reach here, or do we want to still take value and?
Well, who do we got? Who's looking really attractive?
I like the Philly D. If we're gonna, we got to take a defense.
I was going to say, yeah, we need a defense and a kicker, right? We only have 3 rounds left.
We don't have to draft a kicker yet. But
Okay, we're on the clock now, so let's see. Let's look at defenses. We got.
Yeah, just cue them up, and then we can discuss the other pick because we got 2, right?
Why is Dallas so low?
So we've got Los Angeles. Who do we want?
I'm good with. I like Philly, but okay, who's Philly playing, Amy?
Well, they're in a very weak division.
Yep.
I like Philly.
But I like Philly. I like Dallas as well. I'm just surprised that Dallas is ranked lower. I would have expected
I am
Dallas
too.
to have a
Who
better
is
defense.
Dallas playing?
So I think Philly.
Philly plays the Lions.
Philly plays the Lions.
Oh, that's a done deal.
Okay.
There we go.
Definitely.
No disrespect to Detroit.
That's a done deal. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take them. Philly.
Have you guys been watching Hard Knocks?
I love
Yeah,
it.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I love it. All
That'd
right.
be interesting.
So what do we think? Another defense here, or? Okay.
Who the hell was Justin talking about?
He was talking about Palmer.
Who's the
Oh
what's
yeah.
that guy? Algier, the running back, the new running back.
Oh
in
yeah,
Milan,
out of BYU. He's out of my hometown, man. That guy runs hard. I like him.
right? And he's the starter because he got no one else.
Let's look at Algier. Where's he at right now? He's deep.
Where is he?
Is someone taking him?
Yeah, he must be off.
Yeah, must be off the board.
Let's look back. So I think we're gonna take Palmer here.
Yeah. We'll make Justin happy again.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, that was like an instant season-long bet right there. If it was me, I would have been like, all right, season-long bet. Let's go. Russ versus Lamar. It'll be interesting to see Russ.
But I get 2.5 rounds of.
Wow.
Agreed. He went in the 8th, I think you had said eventually.
Yeah, 8th round.
That's pretty crazy for Russ for sure.
So Algier went to MFL in round 13.
Good. All right, we're good.
Perfect.
So
So
total flyer to finish it off. Who we thinking?
Kicker.
Sorry, here I'm giving everybody seizures. I mean, do we even want to take a kicker? I mean, I guess we'd have to. Well,
We don't have.
We could just drop. We could just take somebody and then drop them and pick up a kicker.
yeah. Let's see here. Let's see what we got.
All right, who kicks in the dome?
Minnesota, Greg,
Raider.
Justice. You know who I like? I like Koo.
Yeah, he's good.
Honestly, like watching Atlanta just stall out at every
Yeah,
drive.
they don't score. So
Yeah, they can't score. Yeah, exactly.
right.
I just see them being able to drive the ball and not getting in the end zone and just kick.
What's the deal with this Desmond Ridder kid? You guys know? I mean, a lot of people trying to call for him to be in there over Mariota, right?
Oh, interesting.
It's just the new shiny, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Tua is still available.
Wow.
I mean,
maybe we drop somebody and pick him up. Maybe we just pick him up and drop somebody and pick up a kicker.
What do you think about that? I mean, that's an ultimate. I would love to see how that offense works.
That's a home run swing. That's what that is.
I mean, the kickers are a dime a dozen. Like I think we wait a little bit and see a little information.
Yeah.
Get some reports out of Miami.
Someone gets hurt.
Yeah, I like Tua here. I mean, that seems.
I'm cool with it.
It seems wild that he's on the board.
It's a power move.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see if he stays on the board, but let's go back to the board.
Surprised T-Law's still on the board too.
I was gonna say, does anybody not have a quarterback?
Everybody's got a quarterback. Let's see if anybody. They've got two. So Driver's got two. Concessions has
NFL
one.
has two.
Derek, let's see. Crypto Picks
First
has
place
two.
has two.
Flunks has got two, right?
Crypto's got two.
Pixels only got one.
Yeah, Flunks has got two.
I don't see him getting back to us, but if he did, that's just a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's the last pick of the draft, Tua. That's literally insane.
Our Mr. Irrelevant.
That's right.
No doubt. Who else needs a backup quarterback if they want one? Yeah, Pyland.
So how'd you guys find yourselves in NFT land? Top Shot or other stuff?
Yeah, for me it was Top Shot, and I just didn't get in early enough, and I just felt like this is not going to be. I kind of want to make a little bit of money on it.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm a sports card collector at heart.
Okay.
That's I grew up with that. So, yeah, I got into NFL all day. I love the idea of early adopter, and then it just everything looked better. It looked crisper. It just felt like it was going to be a better platform, and it's blowing up right now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
for sure. What about you, Kobe? How'd you get into NFTs?
I bought a little bit of Top Shot just to get a feel for the platform. I didn't really give a shit about it when it comes right down to it. And then I was just prepping for NFL all day because I'm all about football. So that's what it was.
Kind
Yeah.
Cobalt, what about you?
I actually have a little different approach. I'm a stock market guy. So I'm kind of from the finance world. I'm big into nonprofits in the real world. But I love open markets and trading. I have a lot of fun with that. I had a buddy who was big into Top Shot. Cool Cats club member, and he's over 100K there. And he told me one time, he goes, "Man, you should check this out." I said, I really don't like the NBA that much, but if this ever comes to the NFL, I'm in trouble. And boy, he was right. I'm the top 0.1% NFL all day holder, I believe, right now, or top 1%, I believe. And
Nice.
I'm just having a blast.
Nice.
Right on.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely much bigger and much more knowledgeable about football than I am the NBA. Being from Pittsburgh, no NBA presence my whole life or anything like that. So, I was a fan, but peripherally mostly to the NBA. And then the technology concept is what kind of wrapped me up into it. And, and then you think about the application to the other leagues and, everybody kind of getting on board. That's what kind of drew me in. So yeah, it'll be fun. I mean, all day is kicking, man. Shout out to Feldman and the all day team that he's got going over there. Cause they seem like they've learned a shit ton from Top Shot, and they're implementing a ton of like cool things and trying to push the envelope. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
I think Feldman's comments this week about it being important to them that users can make money. I think that's really big. We really haven't heard anybody say it that directly before, and that's going to bring a lot of people in this season.
Yeah, it is. I think, like you said it really well, like really solidly there, because a lot of the times the first thing people do, especially those in charge, is shy away from the money elements. And I think him recognizing that they're holding keys to people potentially making money is said very differently than anybody else in the space. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do.
I got to tell you, I have had the pleasure of attending not one, but 2 games at the field formerly known as Heinz.
Yeah.
And it is one of the best game day experiences I've ever had. The crowd there is amazing. It's really beautiful around the rivers and the walk. I don't know if I'll ever be able to call it Acrisure Insurance Corporation Incorporated or whatever, but
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
great,
I don't know.
great town.
I don't know that too many people will. That's for sure. Look at
All
that.
right, all right,
Tua
boys.
came back to us, huh?
He's there for us.
I love it.
This
Oh,
is
yeah,
the
that's
ultimate
crazy.
flex right here.
That's crazy.
The flex pick.
All right. We'll end this thing right here with this pick. I'm sending it.
Yeah, send it, man.
How many of them are going to be like, they didn't even get a kicker?
Yeah, so many.
You're screwed.
So
Those
many.
are the rules.
Yeah.
Well, hey guys,
I
this
know
was
Chris
this was super fun, and I think it's going to be a really, really fun thing to just kind of watch all season and talk about where we made the right choices or where we made the wrong choices. I'm going to be pushing the Kobe versus Justin, Lamar versus Russ bet the entire year. So you bet your ass first week we'll have some versus Russ updates for sure. So it's going to be
I
a
think we
lot of
need to
fun.
do it week by week. I want there to be a weekly competition between us two.
prop bets.
Week one's going to be interesting, actually. Week one's going to be interesting because they both play against weak teams, right? They both have cushy matchups in week one,
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
right?
Awesome.
If we lose our first week matchup by the difference of Russell Wilson and Lamar Jackson,
Exactly.
The Jolly Jokers have fired one of their co-GMs just one week into the season.
TOC packs all around.
Too funny. All right. Well, hey, listen, you guys have a great weekend. Appreciate you guys jumping in and being willing to run the team. And I think it's going to be a huge part of the community and it'll be fun. So lots more to come. Mint is coming. I know. Hashtag trademark soon. Like it is coming. Tons of positive news on the Dapper front. So as soon as that Dapper wallet gets integrated, we're going to be there ready to go. So you guys will be sure to hear from us, and you all know where to find me if you need me. So cheers
Right
and
on, buddy.
have
Right
a great
on.
weekend. All right. Thanks to all you guys.
Appreciate you jumping into my Discord server, helping the guys out all the time too. Eh?
Absolutely, man. Love what you're doing over there, Kobe, and love the podcast that you've been putting out. So I'm about halfway through some of the old ones that you've been putting out. So I'm excited to get back to all that content.
Oh wait, how did you do? How did you do on the?
Not
the
as
golf
good as I
course?
expected to do. That's for damn sure. Being a golf guy, I was assuming it would be pretty easy, but it stunned me on a few questions for sure.
Yeah, 18 plus though, right? Just make sure everyone knows that.
Yeah, 18 plus. That's it.
Adult content.
All right, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll
Thanks
chat
very
with
much.
you in the Discord.
Take it easy, guys.
One of you
Cheers.
Jolly Jokers out there, Photoshop our team together. I can't wait to see them all.
Boom.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Thanks,
Boom.
guys. See you
Later, guys.
Take it easy.